miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Glad you could join us from Research Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oregon State Beavers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Beavers ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work first. The Ducks slipped out with a close one the last time they squared off with the Beavers.
And they were sleepwalking a little bit in that game. They felt like on paper they matched up extremely well against their in-state rival. But, David, they got caught napping early. That can't happen again today.
And the Beavers don't care what their record is. They want a bite of Oregon every single year. They want to ruin their season. And last year they got so close, they're chomping at the bit for this win.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So Oregon State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the junior running back. He made it to the end zone 4 times in their victory last time out while picking up more than 100 yards. The run inside. It's Glass. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Beavers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Might have a chance. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Glass. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. They're dealing with a second and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hampton.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Wants to throw on third. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And it's third down and short, and I'm kind of surprised. Listen, I love aggressive offenses, but this is an offense that's been running the football really, really well. Surprised they just didn't get physical and try to get that third down with a run.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Beavers line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Check. 28-29 belts. 28-29 belts. Ready, go.
They'll run play action. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, give up an explosive play.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going
over the top. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Might be changing the route.
Sweep. Go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Right down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
There's some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They think there's room to run to the right here.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Running inside. It's Glass. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We'll have a stoppage here as there is a Beaver down on the field. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Oregon. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Working that wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Duck! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's open on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Makes the grab. It's Jefferson. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. The Beavers want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Beavers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a crease. It's Glass. Makes it past the marker. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Jefferson. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio update. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
That's caught. It's Powell. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Receivers just haven't been able to separate and get open tonight. It's been that way all game long so far. It's been tough on this QB. Another one gets swatted away for an incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Finds his big tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Rides to back and leaves it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now the play fake. Got his man out of the backfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. To the ground to try to move the chains. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Pulls it in. It's Hampton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The run inside. It's Glass. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Beaver! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He'll try to tack on one more.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Yates. Turning it on. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Glass. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Jefferson. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Beavers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Beavers will snap it on first and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to.
Gashing the D on the right. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers.